Okay, just went live. Hopefully people know that in the other stream and jump in. Just bring people back in here. There's David. You can hear okay?
I'm still having a hard time hearing you, Jeff. You're still.
I don't know what's going on, if it's streaming or my internet connection. So we are live right now. Actually, you know what? I'm ending. I'm removing. That's going to. Any luck hearing me?
I can hear you now, but it's on and off.
Yeah, I'm connected to my computer's Ethernet. And it's giving me like a little. In fact, I actually have two connectors. I've got both.
I think you're having a hard time with your internet, Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying my way. Just 2 minutes.
You froze again.
Yeah, Jeff is totally frozen. Must be cold there up there in Ontario.
Surprise.
One minute.
No.
You want us to continue? All right. So basically, that's what I was talking about. That if you're still with us.
Okay.
Hey.
I'm keeping my other one up just so I can see what's going on. And I need to mute myself there. Hold on.
Yeah.
There.
Okay. Either one of you. All right. Cool.
Sorry. Now you cannot hear me. Sorry about that. So I can actually still see myself like on my phone. Where is it? On my phone, I can see myself active. So I have a good connection right now. So I think what we'll do is we'll just keep this. I'll just have both of these running for now, and then that way you'll always be able to hear me because my phone's on 4G.
Okay.
And because I haven't left the house in like a year, I probably have some data I can use up. So.
All right.
However, a little phone stand I made.
Cool.
A while ago. Don't drop your phone. Sorry. Let's try that again.
All right.
It's not going to stay up. It's made more for angles. All right, we'll put it back down here. Fine. Sorry you get to look at my chest. Oh, and my Wi-Fi connection just dropped out. What just happened there?
Well, we're still live, actually.
Yeah, I know. I think as long as the broadcast, like as long as I don't end the stream, it stays live. So I'm just trying to prop this up a little bit better, but it's not going to work. Okay, anyway, you just have to look at seeing my manliness here. And there's the other one. And that's happening again. Okay.
Just mute yourself so we can.
Yeah, I just did. Okay, so
your phone connection is still good though.
Yeah. Like I said, my phone's on the TELUS network because I work for them. But we'll see what happens. I'm going to try sharing the screen again, and we'll just try and quickly finish that.
All right.
that silly presentation. But yeah, you we're talking about the tones, the skin tones. It's definitely something I forgot about.
Because
Honestly,
it's a big, I think that's the main contribution from the basketball line is all those skin tones
Yeah,
that came into play. Because
yeah.
before that, all the minifigs were yellow. Even the Star Wars ones, all the minifigs were yellow. We,
I just removed the wrong me from the screen. Okay, there we go.
All right.
So, all right. So we'll just quickly jump back in. So yeah, basically what I was saying was all these parts. Some of them didn't really have uses. Like the soccer ball, obviously did.
Yeah.
These plates, actually, I found a really good use for the Mills, for Mills base plates. Like
Yeah,
for filler.
probably. Yeah.
So, and at the end, I do have a quick picture of some of the stuff I'm talking about. The other thing that people that found uses for is Deborah Higdon from Ottawa. She started using.
Deborah is amazing. So
Yeah, agreed. She started using these nets as for clothing and stuff.
Oh
For
yes.
doing different Lego stuff, and I've used them as well, and they're amazing. So I mean, in this case, soccer balls were definitely the go-to piece.
Yeah.
But there are other uses, and even this little black piece in here, I found a use for, and not in black, but in tan. So I'll talk about that in a minute too. Next slide, and yes, Axel plate, that was scary. I'm sorry I cloned myself and had a bad internet connection. At work today, the same thing happened a few times. So there's something going on with my network, but I'm not sure what. So anyway, next page. So for the basketball theme, there were 34 sets. Again, the basketball's in here because if it wasn't for basketballs and soccer balls, we would not have Great Ball Contraption.
And it would be very sad, man.
We would be. We would be very, very sad people. And you know what I just realized? Let's just see if I can get this. Hold on 2 seconds. I'm going to move my phone.
All right.
I don't know if I can do that. Well, I can do that.
That ramp is good too, you know?
Sorry?
That ramp, the blue ramp.
The blue ramps, yes.
Yeah,
That's why I
ramp.
put those in. There. Okay, now at least you can see me. And I'll
It's
just
good for
sit this way.
GBC too.
Yeah, for GBCs, yep.
Yep.
And I did find a picture of that. And the minifig legs with the springs in it were a really good use in some of the train layouts.
Really?
And yeah, like there's someone had designed a push car. Wait, hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Someone had designed a push car that runs on the tracks, and the guys just go like this. So it was absolutely hilarious. And like I said, this piece here with this little bit inside, I've actually used in the Royal York Hotel as a design feature. So and I like I said, I got a picture of that as well. So we'll jump to the next page here. And then in the Gravity Games, which was their skateboarding and snowboarding sets, there were again these ramps in white. There was this weird stick thing that when you push on the red button, it caused the little minifig legs here to spin around, so that you could do tricks with them in your hand. And then the snowboard that's weighted down. The skateboard was first introduced in these sets, at least this version of the skateboard. And I put this piece in here because this is like the old castle shield from the original Yellow Castle.
Yeah.
And you know, they brought it out in white as well, so I thought that was kind of a cool bit. And then the last, let me just see, is that the last? I'm just going to the presentation here. No, and then last is the basketball sets. And as you were saying, Dave, I think not only the figs, which again I forgot to include, but the hockey sets. Sorry, the hockey sets we missed. And I mean, they had put out this whole silly slamming type. You hit their heads, and they would shoot the puck. I didn't include any of those.
They didn't even look like hockey players.
No, agreed. And yeah, I mean, these were just like Bionicle bits.
Yeah.
Type thing. It was like their Bionicle hockey version. So there wasn't a lot of useful parts. But they did introduce this rubberized piece that's still in use today.
Yeah.
Which allows for some flexibility in pieces, right? In Technic models.
Yeah.
They introduced a couple of pucks, like a bigger one and a smaller one. Not really that much of an nothing really interesting with that.
Yeah.
A couple more minifig stands, and this thingy that the minifig stand would pop into. That when you twisted an axle side to side, it would shoot the puck. Like this is the hockey stick base. These nets as well came out in red. They were in white in the soccer sets. 16 long and 32 long axles.
Yeah, we
came from
talked
these
about
sets.
them. Yeah, we talked about them last week.
Yep. And lastly, the hockey plates, like the 8x16 base plates, came out in the sports sets.
Yep.
And they came out in hockey in black and the white ones.
Yeah.
And that's the first time we ever had them. And to this day, I use them regularly on models.
Well, I know that a lot of people use the black ones because it's just a great piece.
Yeah.
The 16 by 8 black tiles, they're just great pieces.
Yeah.
And in our last lug bulk order, I know that a lot of Kellogg members actually ordered those in lug, so in the lug bulk. So
I think it was dark bluish gray.
Yep, dark bluish gray. And I mean, I literally have. I bought like 50 of them at one point. Like I have a whole stack of them right here that I'm not showing off. I'm just saying that I bought these because I needed them I wanted to use them for a lot of different things.
Yeah.
In the base right here.
You can use them as floors. You can use them as
roads.
Roof roads.
Yeah.
There's an infinite possibility of things you can do with those plates. So
parking.
They're great. Yeah, great parking area.
Yep. And I mean, this is a road plate that I designed. This is pre-mills.
Yeah.
But I mean, even these ones, I'm trying to get an angle so you can see it. But even these ones, like this one has 3 8x16 plates on it, like right here.
Mm-hmm.
So.
With your ex, you make me think I can do landing
pad. Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean
about it.
For these ones, I designed a drop-in rail crossing that uses one of those old springy suspension pieces from the 80s city sets.
Yeah.
And it basically allowed me to lower the arm, and it would be spring loaded, so I could pop it up easily. Oh, and my sister has dropped in. Hey sis, I'm having technical internet issues, so I'm on my phone while I'm streaming on my computer, because apparently that's working perfectly fine right now, but as soon as I turn my camera on, it goes wonky. So just for the fun of it, I'm in stereo. Anyway. So yeah, from that point of view,
you now have two brothers.
Yes.
On the internet,
yes.
at least.
My sister now has twin brothers.
Twin brothers on the internet.
So yeah, axle plate. If you twisted the axle, let me just see if I can pull one out here from my Bino fun. I think these are all the soccer. Oh yeah, I got one in here. At least I got the base. Oh, here we go. So top. And I just need to get an axle here, which I think I have. I must. That's the one thing I forgot to grab, was an axle. Sorry for the noise. I got a little 4-long axle, so hopefully that works. It does. Okay, so in my phone here, just see if you can see it. Actually, I'm going to make myself full screen for a second. So for this soccer piece, let's turn it this way. When you... Oh. Is it not working?
Jeff.
Or is there... Sorry?
I think it's the other one, Jeff.
Oh, no, there is a... Oh, I see what's going on. So inside... It's 3 pieces. Actually, it's more than 3 pieces. So inside is a gear, and then this piece has some teeth on it. So when you pop them together and add in the minifig stand, which is got the minifig feet holder there and then a pin on the bottom, when you lock all that together, come on, give me the snap. It's not locking in. Oh wait, no, it's not locked in. Hold on, I'm just battling with this. Well, I'm having technical issues on everything today.
The joys of live streaming.
Yeah, exactly. So when you lock it in,
See,
and you turn the axle,
Okay.
it basically causes a soccer effect. Now, it's not sitting tight in here, so that's why it's rolling a bit. But it allowed you to do, it allowed you to play soccer guys. And I mean, they didn't actually introduce a Lego hockey stick piece at this point.
Nope.
Which at the time the guys were just holding bars. So, I mean, technically the bars were better, I guess, to an extent. I'm wondering why this isn't locking in. Now it's bugging me. Oh, I see why. No, I don't. Anyway. It's weird it's not locking in. Anyway, we'll fix that later. So going back to this guy here. And I'm just trying to get active screen here. Go to the next page. So, excuse me. Use a Iroquois High sword for a hockey stick. Yeah, I mean they actually do have.
Yeah, they made that. They actually made hockey sticks when they made a hockey player in one of the collectibles minifigure series.
Yeah,
but it's still kind of strange in a minifig hand because you can't put both hands on the hockey stick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and it doesn't sit right, so it doesn't. It looks like a hockey stick, but in a minifig hand,
yeah, they can't actually carry it. Yeah. So as you were talking, I was just looking at chat here, and there was a lot of conversation I missed. So I'm just going to quickly jump back before we show the last slide here. So Axel was asking if there are any base plates with football, basketball, or hockey markings on it. There was a 48 by 48 set of green base plates that did come out during the soccer football theme, and they did have the markings on it for the soccer fields. But I don't think we were able to get them here in North America. Nope. I never saw them, so I'm guessing it's like a European only thing, or it was very rare. My sister's saying that we're always having issues. What's new? Twin Jeffs. More to the harass doesn't mean you can bug me twice as much. And I call myself a builder because I'm having issues. Don't be mean to him. He is half Dutch. And yeah, my sister was born in Holland, so she's full Dutch. For her. Anyway, bug. Yes, my internet is a bug. Anyways, and now, good night, Yvonne. And now she's talking Dutch. That she just woke up and she's going to work, if I'm right. Axel Plate is saying it's 4:20 in the morning there. Okay. Anyway, back to, sorry. I felt bad because I haven't been able to talk to the people. All right. So the last slide I have is this one here, which actually has a bunch of pictures on it of Great Ball contraptions. And I actually found a Great Ball contraption that used the soccer ramp, or the ramps that were used in some of the sets.
Yeah.
This is one of my own modules that I built years ago for Hainer using the 8x16 plates. Over here, I was talking about earlier with Mills plates. So we have the road standard. And I used those soccer plates and just put a couple of plates on top of them, like joined them together. And you have very lightweight plates that raise your base plates up. So basically I could put a modular building on top of this and it's level with the road.
Oh.
And also
use.
Yeah, and this is
using Megaplex just to lift your
Yeah, exactly. This one, and actually this has changed now. I actually don't even have the it's a hollowed out center, so that you only need like 8 of the 16 long pieces to do one layer. So I'm always just trying to make myself a little bigger on the screen there. I'm always trying to find uses for things like that, and so whenever I see those soccer plates now, I pick them up because I can always use them underneath train layouts, castle layouts, things like that. Yep. Another use for those. Sorry, go ahead.
I said good use.
Good use. Yeah. The soccer or those loops things. Back when Dave and I did a Classics Place layout together, we had this arrow processor.
Nice.
Where it used these were all upside down, so it used the back half of these curves and the top domes. And this was just like a big air tank type thing, and it had a landing pad on top for a vehicle to fuel up on or to get air and transfer it around. So I mean, there's lots of different uses for those type of parts. You just got to think outside the box for them sometimes, right? So Deborah built a little American flag here.
Yeah.
And you can see the mesh underneath in the net, and she built a whole piece of clothing that is basically those white net meshes, and they're all just linked together. So, and the trick here is 1x1 rounds on the top, and then boat studs underneath. So like the rounded plates underneath that are 2x2, and that gives you that allows the studs to stay together, and you can then join them across. So hopefully we can see this. One of these guys, the boat studs. Hold on, let me just full size me for a second. One of these boat studs guys. Underneath. So you like when you're joining the material together, you just put half of the net on two studs and half on the other. So and then as I was saying, the soccer or the basketball guys. So this was a cart that was built. This is from Lugnet days, and I never got mine running all that efficiently because the wheels would slip. But you basically would put this in front of a train and put some shocked look on the guys. And as the train came behind it, it would like kind of push it, like you put a little magnet in between. Yeah. And the wheels would turn, and that would cause a pumping action on this arm. And the guys would be like pumping, looking back with scared faces. And the springs allowed them to have that flexibility because the springs were very
that's the kind of detail that kids go for like crazy in any show that you do. So
yeah,
if it's moving, they will like it.
Yeah, exactly. And especially if it's moving and it's representing something funny, like a funny situation like that, kids will love it.
Yeah, and then the last one was the My Royal York Hotel. I was saying there was that weird soccer piece that was used on those sliding pieces.
Yeah.
And when I was trying to design this hotel, I needed to build arches in this section of the windows, but it could only be like literally two plates or two or three plates wide, and I couldn't find a piece that would work in there because it's indented as well. So it's like a half stud inset. And I couldn't find something that would give me that arch. And then I was at JD's house, and I went to all the tan parts in Bricklink, and we were just scrolling through it. I'd given up hope. And then we got into the sports section and saw this little piece here. And I'm like, oh my God, that's what I need. So I ended up ordering. Sorry?
It works great.
It does. And it makes it look great. I'm
visually, it's perfect.
Yeah. I'm just trying to see if I have more of them here. Those are the soccer guys. Oh yeah, here so I ended up buying I've got a whole bag of them here that I haven't used because I thought at some point I might use them again. And we'll just full screen one more time. Apparently I'm just like seeing myself all the time. So this is the piece here. So it gives you an arch, and for a connection point, it does have a Technic pin hole, although it's got this weird like this weird slider thing. So for me, it's just a Technic pin all the way back through type thing. So
but you don't care because people can see the interior. So
yeah, exactly. And so, but I mean, it did cause a lot of infrastructure inside that building in order to do it. So that's it for this presentation thing. Let me just exit here. Actually, we'll just stop sharing that.
So sports sets gave us a lot of strange pieces, but like any Lego pieces, if you have imagination and you have the skill set, you can find a use for them.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just trying to find a good use for those parts, or finding uses for parts that you never thought you'd have. But I mean, it was more also just like sports themes or things that didn't really interest some of us as fans. I mean, Dave, you might have been interested in some of the hockey sets because they did have minifig hockey sets.
Yeah, but they look terrible, so I didn't get any at the time because Especially since the first one we saw was those bionicle weird recycled things that I just hated. So
yeah.
I didn't get any at the time, and I think that Lego kind of misstep on this one because it's hockey, even though it's like a religion here in Quebec and very popular, very popular in Canada, but it's not like it's not like other professional sports. Like if you go in the States, it's ranked like behind tractor races and stuff like that. So and exactly. that's what I was saying, that when you were having technical difficulties, I can't understand why Lego didn't touch some popular professional sports like baseball and American football and so
I mean, they have hit them from the point of minifigs, although American football I don't think we've had, but we did have a rugby fig, but it didn't come with a rugby ball, if I'm correct.
Nope.
And yeah, Axel, we did have the German football player teams that were the collectible minifigs as well.
Yeah.
In 2014.
I did Olympic sports back in with the London Games. Yeah, I know, it's my son.
The London Games had the Olympic teams. Hey, Steve, 8x16 piles for Mills plates. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I pulled up the hockey sets here just to see, because there were the minifig based hockey sets, and they were kind of iffy. But I mean, this one I bought easily 4 or 5 copies of, just because it was the first 8x16 black base plates.
Yeah.
And the 16 long tile, or the 16 long, or the 32 long arms, axles, and type thing. So, I mean, I wasn't a big fan of the sets, but I was a big fan of the parts that came in the sets. And then there was let me just find a better picture of the hockey rink. Just going into the pictures. Images? Do we have alternate images? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, they don't have extra pictures.
No, that's the best picture they had.
Yeah, I'll see if Brooklink has a better one. So
I mean, they didn't look quite right, and I didn't like that the minifigs had those big shoulder pads thingy that made them look like warriors. That it was just not right.
Yeah. I think I can zoom in.
But like you said, they were great for parts.
Yeah.
And especially if you could get them at discount, because I know they weren't flying off the shelves. So if you waited a few months, you could get them at a real quite a discount in any Zellers or Walmart.
Yeah.
So.
And I actually used this hockey set to build a spaceship, which I think I showed on this stream before. The pictures are really old because it was like back in when the pictures were up on Brickshelf. But yeah, I mean, I used these parts as an inspiration for a Canadian-based spaceship that was, 3 feet long type thing, probably a little bit longer. I don't know. That looks like a foosball set, but with hockey. Yeah, and speaking of foosball, there's a new idea set that will be coming out. That's a foosball set that was created by a 16-year-old from somewhere in Europe. I forget whereabouts. But I mean, it's. It
was just announced that with LegoCon.
Yeah, during LegoCon, exactly. So another sports theme that we're finally getting, and I mean, I think these sets didn't sell that well just because they weren't NHL-based teams.
No.
Right? If you had built this set with like a Toronto Maple Leafs or Canadians or every team,
Boston Bruins or
exactly. Or
any one of the original 6 or
or even better, create the rink and then sell figure packs of all the different teams.
Yeah.
right? Then they probably would have had more sales, but that would be a lot more SKU numbers and stuff like that as well. So, it's it is what it is.
They could have done that, because I know that there's a lot of table hockey sets that are being sold that way. You get a ring, you get 2 sets of teams, and then you can buy other teams to play. So if they had built an actual ring like a table hockey set, and you could just switch the players, and I think it would have been a more successful line than what it was.
I agree with that. So,
but like I said, I'm surprised they didn't touch a lot of sports that are quite popular with at least with the American market. So like football, American football, or baseball, because I think baseball sets would sell great in North America.
Yeah,
at least in the United States.
At least in the States, and probably out here. Again, probably more so if they did at least do some sports teams, like some popular teams. But
because they did, like you said, they did the mascots for the Red Sox, they did the mascots for the Giant.
Yeah,
why not actually make some minifigs with known baseball team jerseys on, like the Red Sox, like the Yankees, like so.
And Axel Play has there never been any track and field sets with Olympic stage warriors. So there was a series of, I think it was the British, the England,
the London Games, the London Games, the London Games for the London Games, they did an exclusive set of collectible minifigures, a set of 9, I think, or 12.
I think it was 9.
9,
and
it was actually just sold on the premises of the Olympic Games. So,
was it? I thought it was sold throughout Europe or throughout England.
No, it was just sold in London for the London Games. That's why it was so exclusive, as it was so rare, and it was so hard to get if you weren't in that area right now.
So, I mean, I know people that do have them here in North America. So, I mean, obviously some people were able to get them, but I wonder how much they would have cost at that point.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And we did get a swimmer, I think, and a boxer in the other collectible minifigure series, but it's not like we didn't get a track and field set or an actual boxing ring or
no.
So Lego did touch sports, but I think there's still a lot of sports they could have done. And there's still a lot of sports they could do, and they could do right, because if they did release a boxing ring set, I think that would probably be a good addition to any kind of city that you.
And not that I like the sport, but I think wrestling could be something too, right?
Yeah, and if you do a boxing ring, you know that someone's going to put wrestlers in it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's for sure.
Yeah. So, and again, wrestling, boxing are kind of violent-ish sports, so maybe Lego wouldn't do that. But I mean, it's always a possibility. I mean, they have created boxers in the minifig collectible line, so
If I'm a boxer, why not create a ring for him?
Very good point.
Chess.
And hold on, as a Canadian, I should say, how about curling? Because they haven't never done a curling set. Although
they never done a curling set, but it would sell only in Canada, I think.
No, it would sell in Northern Europe as well. I mean, the Finns
because when you see the competition.
Yeah. Exactly. But anyways, Steve, I think we'll probably start ending the stream now. Anyhow, the second stream, because we're just that good that we had 2 today. Steve was saying he's hoping to get back to Lego this weekend. Needs to rearrange tables to make more efficient use of space. Yes, that's always important. We know Dave is actually going on vacation for the week.
Yes.
You're back next week sometime? I'd assume. Or?
Yeah, I'll be back Tuesday, so
Okay.
I should be on
So-
next Wednesday.
Yep. If you're not too tired, and hopefully I can figure out my internet issues by then.
You have a
hopefully.
week, Jeff.
Yeah, well, like I said, I have them at work earlier today as well, and I thought it was my network, like my work VPN network, but
Yeah.
Now I know it's not that because I wasn't connected to that.
Tell
Restart my
Tell your
PC.
kids to stop streaming.
They're not even here. They're on vacation too. My sister is wishing you a good vacation.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, my kids aren't back till the 16th, so I'm kidless for another week and a half.
So you can do a lot of Lego building or a lot of streaming.
Yeah, although I'm finding that I build for a while and then I'm like, ugh, I don't want to build anymore. So I ended up like yesterday I was watching TV and that's when I built like the 2 cars that I had. So I might do some more set building this week. I do want to set up my castle again, like I was saying. Take some photos for Instagram, and then I'll take a picture of the afterward of just a bunch of bricks back in bins. And if anybody's watching, if you have any castles you like I'm looking for a new castle inspiration, and I haven't had a chance to look around, but I want to build a castle, and I need inspiration. But
so basically, you're gonna Game of Thrones your castle.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes. You know what? I want to do a castle too. But for GBC.
Yeah.
Oh, a GBC castle.
To my sister, if you want to come and... Yeah. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Your sister wanted to play a castle with you.
Yeah. Yvonne, if you want to drive up here or whatever, you're more than welcome to. I'm just hanging out here. So if you want to give me company, that's fine. We'll see if she does. But yeah, a GBC castle would be very interesting.
Yeah, I saw one, and I'm looking for to do one. Mm-hmm. I think it could be interesting.
Cool.
That would be a cool team.
Yeah, I'm just having a quick look for you, Dave. Still 1-0 in period 3. So it was nice knowing that the Canadians made it to the Stanley Cup final.
Hey,
tomorrow they'll be golfing, maybe.
Well, maybe not golfing, like picking up their stuff
it is
from the Bell Center.
Yeah, true. Okay.
Not tomorrow, but soon.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm taking off the weekend. Cool.
The best team is going to win. So
yeah,
it's Tampa Bay. It's Tampa Bay. It's the best team. They won last. They won last year. So they have a good. Tampa Bay is a good team. So
yeah, cool.
Can't blame them for winning.
Yeah. Sylvain, any plans for the weekend or for the rest of the week?
Sleep.
Yeah.
I didn't sleep well for 7 weeks.
Yeah.
1 or 2 hours each day, so I need to rest now.
Okay. Well,
are you better now?
Rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
They changed my medication, so I'm able to make a good night.
All right, that's cool.
About time.
Yay!
What about you, Jeff? Since you are childless and have internet problems, what are you gonna do?
Well, I won't be watching much YouTube if I'm having the internet problems.
Any plans on streaming?
Yeah, I might do a stream on the weekend or something. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But definitely working more on my space hangar, destroying that castle, like setting up, destroying the castle. I wouldn't mind actually laying the town layout out as well, because I can get both of them in the room at the same time, I think. And doing some work on that stuff. But right. I also have done a video for a couple of buildings over here that I haven't released yet. And then I want to do all the brownstones I have up here as well. So I have a few more building videos that I want to do. And I'll release those probably in the next few weeks. And I should get a Bricks and Pieces order in this week, I think.
Ooh.
That could be a bad order.
Bad order. Oh, bad.
Yeah, I think my sheep are coming in. And it's a small order. It's just some sheep and then some parts for my space base. So,
probably Friday on my part. Friday, I'll be launching a survey. We're going to do a survey to Kellogg members because
Hi.
me and Sylvain and other people that are taking over Bricomanie.
Yeah, okay.
We're actually trying to put together something for this autumn. So
Okay.
maybe October, November, a small
Okay.
event, just
Mhm.
like a 1 day show. But
Okay.
we're going to do a survey to the members, saying how they see it, and if they would accept all the restriction regarding COVID-19 and
Yeah.
the social distancing and all that stuff. So
Okay.
we're going to be
Um,
launching that before for those who in Quebec, there's actually a Kellogg meeting online this weekend.
Cool.
It's Saturday. So
Okay.
if you're part of Kellogg or you're looking for to join in, you're welcome to assist. Just email us. You'll find all the available information on the Kellogg website.
And what is it? Klug.com?
.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just putting it into chat here if anybody's watching or if anybody needs it. Cool. And yeah, if that does happen and you're allowing people to come visit, I might pop in and say hi and hang out with you guys for a day if that's okay. I wouldn't bring anything probably, but
Sure.
Sure.
You know,
You're welcome, Jeff.
well, I want to get out and visit people again.
Actually, I saw a news report that was saying there's a lot of Ontarians visiting Montreal because there's less restriction here right now than in Ontario.
Yeah.
So
I apologize for that. Oh, speaking of which, I'm getting my second COVID shot on Wednesday next week.
Yay! Go Jeff!
At noon, and that is also the same night as chat. So if I suddenly pass out during that chat or anything,
well, you're probably gonna get better internet connection because you're gonna get that 5G chip
there you
implanted.
go.
Yeah.
But yes, exactly. We can hope. Because right now I'm on 4G on this guy, so or actually LTE plus. So, but yeah, hopefully my connection improves in the next few days. So,
all right.
Anyway, so we'll call it a show for tonight. Thanks everybody for hanging around and chatting with us, and we'll talk to you guys.
Thank you guys.
Later.
Bye.
See you soon.